Hey guys, it's me Miranda, and I am back today to film a color and chat like I promised, finally. um, Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous because, first color and chat, and I was thinking of all the things that I could talk about. So for this color and chat, I figured the topic would be movies because it is the Halloween season. There's lots of spooky movies. So I figured I'd just talk about some of the movies that I've seen, and I'm not really sure what all is being released, but if there's any that I want to see that's going to be coming out, I'll talk about that. And then today I'm going to be coloring. This is the October Happy Halloween by Jana Proserina. I'm not sure how you say her name, but Jana Fairy Art is how I found this coloring page on her Patreon. It's a free coloring calendar that you can download and color for this month. And I know that it's already the 13th, but if you didn't know about this and you want to go download and print this out and start coloring, you could still get quite a bit of use out of it for the rest of the month. I just have it on a clipboard, and then I have a extra piece of paper like behind it just because I'm going to use Crayola colored pencils. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, I just have like an extra sheet of paper behind this, and all of these that I have colored so far have all been done with Crayola colored pencils. I do have a fair amount of Crayola colored pencils. When I first started coloring, fun fact, I had a set of 12, and then I think I got like a set of 60, and then I got the 100 set, so I can just kind of mix them all together and they're in a tub. But I did pull out colors for this acorn today, so we're going to be coloring this acorn for the 13th because today is Wednesday the 13th. And so I have yellow and golden yellow. And then I pulled out some browns. So I have tan. Then I have light brown. Brown. And then the dark shade here is dark chocolate. And then I also pulled just a regular black, just in case the dark chocolate isn't shading enough. I have been adding some black. Not really, I think the umbrella had some and the hedgehog, but, and then this is my little Hedwig. It's a magnet book marker, but I just used it to keep my extra page behind. So anyway, I will get started coloring. I haven't picked out colors for the background yet of the square. I've been doing a lot of greens so far, so I think I'm going to try to pick another color, something that goes with brown, but we'll see. Yeah, so let me get started. Also, by the way, my nails, little mummies, and the glitter nails you might notice have like glitter coating on them, and they look absolutely amazing. But some of the glitter is coming off on like the tip, and that's just me wearing them and doing a whole bunch of cleaning and a whole bunch of cooking and dishes and laundry. So I'm pretty hard on my nails, but I think they look okay. I'm very happy with them. I got them off of Kalina Parker, and she's on Instagram. I know that she had a coloring channel on on YouTube as well. And yeah, I don't know that I've ever really watched her coloring channel. I've always just known her for nails, and she has amazing sets, and they're short enough that I can type, because I type all day for work. I'm on the computer all day, so need them to be short so I can do stuff. But anyway, enough about my nails. So yeah, I wanted to talk about movies today because I can definitely talk about movies. And it is that season where there's not, honestly, right now, the weather is absolutely gorgeous. It has been like in the 70s for, I think this is going on the second week, at least where I live. It's been in the 70s pretty much all the time. Nights cool off a little bit, but it still feels really good. It almost doesn't feel like fall. It feels like how it should have maybe at the end of August. We really haven't had that much autumnal weather, but hey, this is the part where people start to slow down a little bit and do more of their TV watching, and a lot of the movies are out right now. So I currently do not have cable. I'd had it, but let's just be completely honest here. It was just getting out of hand with the prices just kept going up each month, and it was just ridiculous. So I canceled it. Not because I couldn't really afford it, but because why spend money like that if I can put it towards something else? Where I live, the heat, we have propane heat. I have propane heat. So it's very expensive in the winter. So in the summer, when I don't have that expense, I try to put money aside for that. And not having a cable bill that was astronomical would also help. So, yeah, I just decided for me, getting rid of cable was okay. And I ended up getting Sling. And I have Netflix. So between that, I am good. On Sling, they have like two different packages. If you don't know, there's like a blue and an orange package, I think. And I honestly can't remember which one I got. But I have the one, pretty much the package I got had every channel that I wanted to watch except for Freeform, which I like because they have the holiday movies, and pretty much they just have good movies on Freeform. But anyway, figured that would be better for me, and so far I'm not missing anything. So far I'm really happy. And I have AMC, FX, and then Netflix. And then actually I share my Netflix with my brother, and then he pays for the Hulu. So I have Hulu through him. And then, yeah, just between those, I've been able to watch everything I want. And then also during the Halloween season, I subscribed to Shudder. And if you've never heard of Shudder, because I hadn't before, Shudder is like kind of like a Netflix, but it only has horror or thriller movies on it. So during the Halloween season, I subscribed to that, and I think it's only like five something a month. If you go through Sling, you get it for a discounted price than if you just subscribe to Shudder on its own. So that's what I did. And then I've been watching some stuff on there. But so far I have really been enjoying all of the older Halloween movies. So the other night I watched Wes Craven's The Hills Have Eyes, which I'm pretty sure is the original The Hills Have Eyes. It's from, oh my gosh, I can't even remember. It's an older movie, but I watched that. And then I've also been rewatching the Halloween, Michael Myers Halloween movies. I watched the first two. And then I also watched the Rob Zombie remake, I guess, of Halloween, where he kind of like tells the intro to Michael Myers. And I really like that one. I'm super excited because I do know, side note, that Rob Zombie is coming out with the Monsters. They're going to do, I think they're doing a movie, I think. I do know that he's working on a project for or with or about the monsters. And I was always into the Addams family, like really heavily. Like even as a child, I loved the Addams family. And my brother, we were weird kids, okay? My brother was always into the monsters, and we would get in fights over which one was better. So, but I am excited that they're going to be working on that. I do like Rob Zombie. I have just watched, I rewatched The Three from Hell, which, if you don't know, that is the third installment from The House of a Thousand Corpses, and that's pretty good. And then what else movies have I watched? I watched Friday the 13th, the newer one. Again, I went over to my friend's house and she wanted to have scary movie night, and they said okay, so she picked out a movie and then I picked out a movie, and that was my pick because she had never seen it. So, of course, I was like, you have to watch this, like, no question about it. So we watched that, and then her pick was Malignant, which, I think we were watching, she had HBO Max, but I'm pretty sure Malignant is on Hulu, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we watched that. That movie, I don't think that movie's, like, none of these movies really scared me. I just think that they're kind of like Halloween classics, or like, if anything, they just get a little gory. They don't really scare me. But Malignant was more like a thriller. It wasn't scary at all. It was just kind of more like a guessing game. And if I'm being completely honest, I really didn't like that one. I wouldn't want to watch it again, and if somebody asked me if I think that they should watch it, I would tell them probably not. I'm sorry. But I just, for my movie tastes, I wouldn't watch that. So that was another one. And then I also have been, well, okay, let's talk about the movies that I have not watched yet that I am dying to see. Casper, the Friendly Ghost with Christina Ricci. I am dying to see Casper, and they had it on Netflix last year, I believe, and I cannot find it anywhere this year. So I did see the DVD for sale at the Dollar General. I'm sure it's gone by now because those things move like hotcakes there. The DVDs in the holiday section, at least where I live, they do. And it was like $5, I think, which, but I'm sure I could find it somewhere else to buy if I wanted. But I was just kind of really hoping that somebody would have it on a streaming service. I feel like you have Hulu and Netflix and Sling. You would think that one of these places would have Casper. I mean, I think that's a pretty basic Halloween. I wonder if they're playing it from, like, on Freeform. I wonder if Freeform is playing it, and that's why I'm not finding it anywhere. And then the Addams Family is another one. I cannot find the Addams Family for the life of me, and I'm pretty sure they play that nonstop on Freeform, so I am missing those two. But that's okay. I was like 99% sure that I had the Addams Family on DVD, and then I looked and I couldn't find it, so I looked again just to make sure I didn't overlook it. But yeah, I don't have it. And then I did watch Hocus Pocus. That's a classic. Yeah, I watch that every year. So I have watched Hocus Pocus, and I have not yet watched Beetlejuice, but I'm really itching to. I had nails on before this, and the one nail was black with white stripes, and it just reminded me of Beetlejuice so much. I was like, these are my Beetlejuice nails. And then I have Frankenstein with Daniel Radcliffe, and what is that other guy's name? I can see his face. I can't think of his name, but I do have that movie. and I want to watch that. I got together with my brother and sister-in-law, and we watched Gremlins because they had not seen Gremlins before. And if you have not seen Gremlins, what are you doing here? Go watch Gremlins. I'm just playing. Please stay. But yeah, Gremlins, I know it takes place during Christmas time, but I think it's like The Nightmare Before Christmas. It is perfectly acceptable to watch Gremlins during Halloween season. So they had never seen that, so we watched that, just the first one. Um, I know they have the second one, and I don't really mind the second one, but again, the first one's just my favorite. And then my brother also made the comment that he has never seen A House of a Thousand Corpses, and he has never seen Ghostbusters. So we have a lot of movie watching to do this year with them. I have seen all of those movies, and I like them. I know a lot of people don't like the Ghostbusters with Melissa McCarthy and all the women. They would prefer just the original cast and the guys, but I honestly don't mind it at all. I liked it. I thought it was funny. I wasn't going into that movie, though. I wasn't expecting it to be anything like the original. I just was like, okay, it's going to be in the same world as the original Ghostbusters. So I didn't go into it with high hopes, which I think some people did, and that's why they got disappointed. But to each their own. Everybody has their own taste. Nobody is wrong for liking somebody or something, or, not liking something else. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. We're all entitled to our opinions and our taste, and that's what makes us people. But yeah, but then I did watch recently, they've been playing Venom on TV like nonstop on FX. So I've been watching that a lot, and I do want to see the second one. And a girl I work with mentioned that she went and saw it, and she said she fell asleep during it. She didn't like it, but she also said that she didn't like the first one. And I was like, it's Tom Hardy. How do you not like Tom Hardy? And it's Venom. Like, but again, to each their own. But yeah, she said that she fell asleep, but she also didn't like the first one. So I was like, hey, that's a valid takeaway then. But I love the first one, so I'm pretty excited to see the new one when it comes. Well, it's already out, but I just haven't watched it yet. I know my brother is really excited to see that one, so I'll probably watch it with them. If you can't tell, I get together with my brother about once a week, and we have dinner. It's me, my sister-in-law, and my brother. So usually we do dinner, and then we usually try to watch like a movie or a comic, stand-up comic, or a TV show or something, while we eat, and just chat and catch up for the week. So me and my sister-in-law used to have scary movie nights all the time, but we haven't really watched anything scary, like where I can't sleep, in a while. The last movie that we watched that I could not sleep, like, well, after watching, was, I think it was Lights Out, and I slept with the lights on. The lights were not going out. If you have not seen that movie, oof, that scared me. That's all I'm gonna say. I was sleeping with my lights on. The lights were not going off. At the time, I lived with my mom. It was before I got my apartment, and she laughed at me. She was like, "Why are you turning your lights on?" Because I watched the movie Lights Out, and my room at the time had wooden floors. And there's one scene in the movie where the person is like scratching on the wood floors. Nope. I also saw that they have The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, coming out. And The Conjuring, I saw the first one, and that scared the bejesus out of me. Like, whew, no, thank you. That was another one. What was it? Nope. I don't think I want to see that one. Like that movie. I don't know if it's come out. I don't know if it's coming out like still yet or if it's already out. I'm not sure, but I'm not really keeping tabs on that one. Then of course there's all my goal isn't to really watch any certain number of movies this year or to I don't know like watch all of the Halloween movies that I know of, but I just like having I don't know like whims or like I'm a very seasonal person, so I really enjoy watching holiday movies during the holidays. So if there's a movie that I have access to, well, if there's a movie and I can watch it and I'm, in the mood, I will. So, but I'm kind of in, like I've said, I'm kind of just really in the mood to keep watching older movies. And so I watched the Wes Craven's The Hills Have Eyes, and now I kind of want to watch like the newer versions of The Hills Have Eyes, but I also want to watch Wrong Turn. And speaking of older movies, I want to watch Jeepers Creepers. That movie, when I watched it when I was home alone and I was young the first time that I saw it, and it freaked me out because if you don't know, I live on a farm, so there's cornfields around, and I was just so anyway, but now like it doesn't scare me, it doesn't nothing like that. So I would like to watch The Hills Have Eyes, Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn messed me up though, I will tell you that. My brother went to school in Virginia, and driving down through like the hills, and if you've never been down to Virginia or to that side or wherever you live, never been up or down or to the sides to Virginia, it is very much like that movie. It's very there's lots of turns. If you get off the highway, you are going to go down some weird roads, and it is very rural, foresty. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, it's very much like that, and I remember like just thinking, we're not getting off the highway. This is not going to happen to me. I'm not gonna do this. So yeah, that movie was another one that scared me at the time. Again, though, like driving around, I'm not like freaked out about it. It's just when I'm in road trips, when I go on road trips or vacations, I'm like, we're not getting off the highway. We're not taking any unknown roads. But I also listen to a lot of crime podcasts, so I'm also like stranger danger very aware. So that could be it too. I have issues. Let's just put it that way, right? But issues that keep me safe. Let's see. What's another movie that I want to see this year? So I talked about Venom 2, the Carnage. Woody Allen. I think he's amazing. And Tom Hardy in one movie. Yes, please. And then, let's see, The Addams Family is a big one that I want to cross off my list for this year. Ghostbusters. I really want to continue watching the Halloween movies, and I wouldn't mind watching some of the, what's it called? I keep wanting to say Friday the 13th. It's not Friday the 13th. It is, I can't think of the name of the movie. It is Friday the 13th, because I was thinking of Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, scratch what I said earlier. When me and my friend watch movies, we watch Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake, because she had never seen that. Friday the 13th is the one with Jason Voorhees, and that is the one that I would like to see this year. And I did see they had one of the Friday the 13ths on tonight. But it was like was it part 2 or something? It was, I don't really know which one it was, but They did have one of them on tonight, and I did not watch it, but the good thing with Sling is that if it's on that channel's like roster, you can kind of go back and like find it on demand and watch it there. So I might just do that later. And what else? I haven't really found any, like I said, I haven't really watched anything scary, but I also haven't been looking. We watched The Ruin. Was it The Ruins? No, it was The Descent. I think it was The Descent. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the movie, where the cave divers go in and, you know, stuff happens. It's like girls trip and they go in and they're like free cave diving, cave climbing. What are they doing? I don't know. They're doing something, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's The Descent, but I have seen The Ruins too. Actually, funny story, I saw The Ruins. It was, my mom was dating this guy, and he had Thanksgiving at his parents' house, so we all went and were invited, and his mom had birds, which I don't mind, you know, birds. I think they're really pretty, and we never had birds, like, as pets, but so I was kind of like intrigued by them, and I was older. Like I'm wasn't like intrigued like I was like 5, but like, you know, not having them as pets and like seeing someone who did have them as pets, you know, just kind of fascinating to see how different people live. And she let them fly freely around the house, which, you know, it's her house. She can do whatever she wants. But also, like, we were eating Thanksgiving dinner and the birds were just flying around. So I was already kind of like, what if one decides to poop? Or, like, feathers, or, like, you know, just. I'm not used to having birds flying around inside while I'm eating. You know what I mean? It just kind of freaked me out a little bit. And then, that movie, The Ruins, was on. So I just always forever have that movie attached to that memory. It was just kind of like the weirdest movie to have playing during Thanksgiving dinner with the birds flying around. It was just a very weird situation. Not what I'm used to from my family, which is very much more traditional kind of. Not that we're like stuck up and like, you know, stuffy, but yeah. My grandma would not allow that. That would no. And also, she would not allow for a movie like that to be playing during dinner time. She's very squeamish, but yeah. So those I did see. Ooh, what was that movie? It had Lucy Hale in it. I think it was Truth or Dare. And I have seen the ending to that movie like 3 times. I've caught it on TV every time. And I'm always like, I might want to watch the whole thing. But I never watched the whole thing, so that might be interesting. I did see another movie that was kind of like Truth or Dare. It was on Netflix, and I can't remember what it was called. But it was Truth or Dare, but it was like a lot more gory. And yeah, I don't mind gory. It doesn't bother me. So I have seen that. And then I've seen all of the Saw movies, but recently I think Saw, it was like the newest Saw was on TV, so I did watch that. I watch a lot of TV. Even if I don't pay attention to it, I have it on in the background while I'm doing things around the house. And usually it's only if I haven't seen a movie that I'll actually sit down and try to watch it. But usually when I'm trying to watch a movie, I'm also doing other things like coloring or crafting or, you know. I just am a terrible person to try and get to sit still and just watch something on TV. The only time I can really sit and watch something is at the movie theaters. And then I feel like it's a whole experience. Sometimes I can sit and watch TV if I'm like really in the mood and, you know, but for the most part, I am very fidgety and I like to do things. So I'm just going to pick out colors for the background, and I think because it's a brown and it turned out like this, I'm going to go in with these kind of pinky maroon colors. And I'm going to sharpen these really good because on camera I can see that this didn't cover the tooth as nice. In person it doesn't look that bad at all, but I was really pressing hard on all my other ones and I feel like this is the odd one out. So we're going to make sure that these pencils are sharp so the background comes out nice. I also have, I'm using my Twist and Sharp. This is like the best pencil sharpener I found for Crayola colored pencils. It just doesn't break or like fray the wood a lot. Like some of the other pencil sharpeners that I have had. It gets them really sharp without causing them to break. And then if you've never seen the Twist and Sharps, you can get like a really fine point or like a duller point, and you don't have to go all the way around and keep rotating your hand. It's kind of like a ratchet where you can come back around and it spins the little thing inside. I'm pretty sure you get how it works by my demonstration there. You're very welcome. But anyway, I have this Prismacolor colorless blender. So I'm going to try that on here. I haven't actually used a blender on any of these other pencils, or pictures, but I was coloring a little bit more heavy-handed on those. I feel like because I was talking, I was maybe a little bit distracted and not coloring as heavy on this. It's also difficult when you're a little bit further away from your page. We'll see if this makes a difference. Oh yeah, it looks better on camera. It looks really... I kind of liked it before in person, but it does look better on camera. I'll do the top because we're already in this. Just a little acorn. You guys will have to let me know down below if there's like a specific movie that you guys watch each year, like a traditional movie that maybe you and your family or just you yourself like to watch every year that signifies the seasons, or if you're not a seasonal person and you just don't care. Let me know that too, because those are few and far between. We don't really have like a family movie that we really watched every year as far as seasonal movies go. Besides, okay, I take that back. We watched The Christmas Story during Christmas time. If you've never seen that movie, it's very good. I can quote parts of that movie because I've seen it so many times. And then, but fun fact, my family, well, my mom mainly, she loved What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And as weird as it is, that was our family movie. We would watch that at least once a year. And it was like kind of a tradition. Like, there wasn't really a set time that we watched it, or like, you know, it could be any time, but there was always a time when we would all get together and watch that movie. And that was just our movie. And if you've never seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape, I'm pretty sure they have it on Netflix. And it has Leonardo DiCaprio and Johnny Depp in it. And of course, I would highly recommend that movie. And then Step Brothers. Step Brothers was another family favorite. Pretty much Step Brothers and Talladega Nights, A Battle of Ricky Bobby. That was another one of our favorites. Just kind of stupid comedy. We used to watch Jackass, but that we didn't like watch it regularly or anything. That was just like we watched it when they came out. And I'm trying to think of any other movies. I know I'm coming to a close with this picture, so yeah. But I'm super excited. if you can't tell, when I get to chatting, my mind, if I'm talking like this, just to myself, um, or like without somebody giving me conversation back, or just like sitting by myself, my mind goes like to so many different places. Like it leads off, like when you're on Pinterest or on the internet, you take so many dives deep, like if you're on Pinterest and you just keep clicking and clicking and clicking, and then soon you're like, wait, how did I end up here? That's my brain. Like, I don't know. But at least I managed to stay on topic with all of the movie topics. And you guys will have to let me know if you enjoyed this color and chat, if I should do more, or if you're like, girl, this wasn't for you. I'm not too sure. I think I like doing mini color and chats like this because I feel like right now I would start to fall apart and kind of forget what I was saying earlier, and then like, I don't know, have trouble speaking obviously. But yeah, we'll have to see just how it goes. I have the rest of this calendar to finish. If you haven't seen, I've been posting pictures every day on my well, not every day, but I have been posting pictures of all of these on my Instagram when I get them done. I've been trying to do every day, but then I felt bad like blowing people's feet up like that, and I just didn't know. I also know that Inktober is going on right now, and I planned on participating in that, but I'm not. But I really enjoy watching people that are participating in it. So yeah, that's also going on on Instagram. It's going on in the Instagram world. Yeah, that's how we'll word it. But yeah, this is my little acorn for the 13th. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will give you a sneak peek on the next project that I'm working on. So it is Carloween, FYI. If you have not heard, Carloween is where you take any picture by Carla Magana and you color it, and you can tag it on Instagram with Carloween. There's also a Facebook group, which I have never even looked at. I'm honestly not on Facebook, like, at all. But anyway, they have a group, and I think it's Carla Magana. Like, I think it's titled Carla Magana, or like Carla Magana Coloring Facebook group. But Kate from Kate's Coloring Haven and Shalene, they both run it. And yeah, anyway, they have a whole bunch of Carla Magana stuff on there. But yeah, this month is Carloween, so I am coloring out of Spooky Sweets coloring book. I tore this page out just so I could do the markers. So the marker's all done on it, and I'm going to go in now with some colored pencil. Honestly, I'm probably going to keep using my Crayolas because I like them. And then I think I'm going to do something fun for this background too. So those are my color choices so far. I think she's super cute. So let me know again about movies, about what you thought about the video, about what you think about color and chats, what you thought about the topic, what you think about Carloween, if you're participating in any of this. There's so much going on during the seasons in the coloring world and crafting and lives. So I will see you guys all next time. Bye.